like to jump over the egg there, yeah, to try to punish his landing. You had this, honestly. Let me see this. If you're a little bit quicker, that was nair, grab, down throw, like you had the right idea, just a little bit too slow. Okay. Yes, yeah, I like the escape there. Escaped a little bit too much. Here, right here, I'd land like after escaping to the platform, I'd land here and like I'd land around this vicinity in pressure, or you could run off. After this run off, right here is a little bit much. Like you've given up a lot of stage. This tells me you're not really looking him. I feel like if you're paying more attention to what he's doing in this scenario, you wouldn't dash all the way over here and be scared, because he is not approaching whatsoever. In this spot, like he's not moving forward. So that's a lot of ground that you can command, but you're giving it all up. And then, yeah, he gets to, now you're in the corner. He's in center stage. Okay. Oh, wow. Nice, nice. Reacted to the mistack. Get the punish there. Nice. So I like the punish here, but I think right as you react to that down B, right as you see this, because you can get a harder punish here. I usually don't tell people about punish game stuff because that's totally different, but I think this is very important. The second you see this, okay, the first thing that should come to your head is, okay, I can get a hard punish here. This, instead of doing a rising forward air here, I'd recommend doing a short hop, falling up air, and then into, you could, because after that you can combo into another up air, into another. You can get a minimum 3 up airs here, or you can do up air bear, or you can do up air, but you have a lot of punishes here. But the easy one is short hop, fast fall, delay, short hop, delay, up air, instead of going for that rising forward air. Right here, you see that down B? You land right now, short hop, drift, and then, so like imagine my cursor is wolf, short jump, up air, like you fast fall the up air, and you jump and you get another one, and you get another one, and you get another one. You can go for a little bit of a harder punish here, but I understand sometimes that is hard to like just straight up, like it's sometimes you're a little bit jittery, so you just go for the immediate damage because you're scared you're gonna mess it up, which is okay as well. Excellent spacing on that up air, by the way, to beat out his nair. Really good stuff. Right here, excellent stuff. Hit his foot perfectly. You spaced perfectly to make sure your hitbox collides with his, spaces it well to get the hurt box like with punish. Good shit, good shit. Okay, let's see how you do with his landing. Committed a little bit early, I think. I think it's better to try to dash tackle landing here. Maybe F tilt a landing, grab a landing, than try to immediately commit to an up air, because Yoshi's landing there is really annoying to deal with. Landing aerials like this with good air drift are difficult to deal with in general, but you do have the hitboxes for it. But once you're this far away, I think it's better to go for like a dash check landing catch. Be a little bit more reactive because you're a little bit too preemptive with some of your juggles. Like this, a little bit too preemptive. Though if you were a little bit closer, you would have got it. But you go for the point is you go for the preemptive juggle a little bit too often. Try to react, like mix in, it's like always going for the read isn't super good because you're not always going to be correct. So you can go for up airs like that, but also do more dash, stay on the ground and wait a little bit more, and then short hop up air instead of like, or dash attack or F tilt or grab. Grab's a little bit more risky, but it's a lot of reward. I love the retreat to the platform. Oof, he just caught you there. Nice snipe with the laser. Okay. Nah, not so. These were good lasers. This one a little bit. That's just a laser you threw out without. Like, you pressed that laser because you wanted to shoot a laser, not because you wanted to try to condition it or anything. I think every laser needs purpose behind it, or else you end up getting punished for them. This is... See, I'm telling you this, but I have the same problem. I do the same thing. So I recognize it when I see it. Versus Yoshi as well at this percent. Try doing space snares, because if you land it, you get a flash at kill percent. Wow, you should be dead. You're doing a lot of drop shield. So in this position right here, that's a grab. That's a grab. Trying to drop. I think you thought you got a parry, I assume, right? And you were just too slow and you didn't react. Nice. Okay. Good punish. This snare was terrible. If you hit the snare, he would have punished you because it would have been negative at this percent. If you got the sweet spot nair, sure, but even then, the landing is going to be very awkward to catch, and you might get traded. He was also ready for your drifting. There's a lot of situations where you could just land on the ground and in challenges like landing, or be a little bit more patient. There's too many spots where you jump and drift into him and nair and hope it hits. Okay. Oh my god! He called out your drift. Good reaction from him. You see this. Okay. Here, instead of naring and trying to hit him in the air, I would have, I'd recommend just, so right here, you see that up air misses by some miracle, you fast fall and you get to the ground. Or you can up air here and then get to the ground because up air puts him in a good spot as well. But fast fall, get to the ground, land before he does. You want to land before he does and try to challenge his landing. You had it there. You had the right idea here. You just dashed a little bit too far back and didn't get the whiff punish you wanted. Like here, once you recognize that you don't have, like, when you're this far away and they miss a forward air, you can't get the whiff punish because you're not quick enough. Like, Wolf isn't quick enough to do it. So instead of immediately, like, recognize the distance and then dash up, they're going to be scared when they see that. Because they're going to think a punish is coming. And a lot of them either shield, a lot of them roll, a lot of them spot dodge, a lot of them press a button. So in this spot, instead of dash attacking, I dash up and then see how he reacts. And then, like, dash up, stop, and then you'll see him, like, scramble, do a defensive option. And then you recognize that and either punish it. But if you can't punish it here, you punish it the next time. See how he reacts in situations like this, and then punish them. For me, a lot of people tend to spot dodge, tend to shield, tend to roll. Oh my goodness. Okay, a little bit too. You work on your up throw combos, because this should be true. You're inputting the double jump up air too early. You really need to learn the timing for it. Ooh, I saw what you tried to do. You really need to watch your landings. Last game you did it, you had one part where you were excellent with your patience when you were landing, but right here, a lot of the time when he's hitting you, you're just naring and drifting into him, and it's really, really easy for people to cover that. When they know you're going to do that, and they have hitboxes like Yoshi's, or they don't even need hitboxes, they can just whiff punish your landing. If all you're doing when they hit you is aerial and then drift into them, it's really easy for them to punish you, as you saw here. You're doing a lot of this. If you don't know what to do besides that, here you can double jump. You can double jump immediately. Mix up. You can double jump, mix up your drift, and then land safely. The point is, you don't always have to land with an aerial. You can land away from them, use your drift to mix them up. And if you can aerial on reaction to what they're doing. So say here you can do infinite things here. You can drift here without jumping. You can drift, see that he dashes to your drift, double jump away. You can double jump immediately, drift left, double jump immediately, drift right, zigzag, and then also the whole time glue your eyes to him and see what he's trying to do. Because he can react to your drift, but you can react to him reacting to your drift. But if you immediately pick a preemptive aerial and drift into them, it's really easy to punish it every time. If they react with an offense, so someone in my chat is asking, from the whiff punish earlier where you tried to dash attack his forward air, but you were too far away, someone's asking if they react with a, say instead of, in spots like that, when people think they're going to get whiff punish, a lot of time they do a defensive option, right? But someone's asking what if they press a button? If you think they're going to press a button, you outspace the button, or you wait for the button and then punish it. Say Yoshi's going to jab. If I think Yoshi's going to jab, what I'll do is I'll short hop, space my forward air, and I'll punish the jab with the forward air. Because my forward air will eat his whole jab. It'll totally murder it if I space it properly. And that's just one example. Oh my goodness. No! Stop. Okay, okay, good. At least you didn't land into him. You drifted behind him. Nice. Okay. Nice! Good catch. Very good spacing. Really excellent reaction. Wow. Why? Stop. You can move on the ground. You can move back and forth with the control stick like this. You don't have to jump. I do that too, though. Like, it happens. I understand. Like, when you're... Yeah. It's very tempting to do just drift in aerials, but Yoshi's extremely good at punishing them. Everyone's really good at punishing them if they, like, know how to do it. So this Nair is really high off the ground. This move is -4, right? Yoshi's Nair is frame 6, meaning he can't punish that, right? Wrong. When you're this high off the ground, if you space it poorly, it's not going to be -4. It's going to be -8, -9, -7. it's gonna get murdered by Yoshi's Nair. You really have to pay. Every aerial you throw out has to be thought about. You can't just aerial and hope it hits, because if you do, he'll shield it and punish it. He'll whiff punish you for it. Carp, thank you for the tier 1 for 3 months. Appreciate it. One day I'll wake up and turn to see Charlie next to me analyzing my sleep. I'm out of here. But yeah, you really have to. You have to carefully space every aerial you throw out versus Yoshi. And you see, the thing is, Yoshi's Nair is incredibly good at a shield, right? But that also makes it really easy to bait because they want to use it all the time. So imagine here, instead of immediately nairing, you did double jump, drift in, and then double jump or full hop, drift in, double jump away, and then he nairs, you land and you punish it. Or you land right outside of its range, and then he nairs, and then you punish it. Dude. Dude. Like, it hit, but that was like luck at that point. Okay, I respect the parry attempt. The parries in this situations are like... They're really risky. Like, the risk reward was definitely not in your favor here, but if you got it, you know, I go for those parries too. They're very risky though. Like, imagine if instead you had rolled instead, right? Like, you see this coming, and you're like, okay, I'm at 129, because if I fuck up, if I get this parry, I can F-tilt him, get 14 damage. If I mess it up, I die. So, instead of dealing with this situation, what if you just roll in, and not only does rolling in get you out of the situation, but you can pressure him. Because by the time you're out of your roll, he'll be in the lag of his move. The frame advantage is in your court. You can't get a true punish, but you can put yourself in a position to pressure him or, like, win neutral. You're not forward airing enough also. There's a lot of spots like this where forward air will win here. Forward air wins. Nair doesn't win here. Nair is too close to your hurt box. Forward air is not. Forward air is a lot more disjointed. He has a hurt box on his hands, right? But if you space it really well, it'll beat everything. That isn't a sword. Yeah, a lot of really bad drifting aerials. That time it was good. You didn't immediately nair. That time you waited, mixed up the aerial you used, mixed up the timing of when you used it, and you mixed up your drift. You could have killed him here. No, he's too high percent to go for the flash. Nice, yeah. Called up the down air or punished the down air with the back air. Perfect. Good spacing as well.